Hey everybody, welcome to the live stream. What's today? Thursday? The Thursday live stream. Sorry I'm a little late. I had a fantastic conversation with someone named Kristen Molinar. She is a podcast booking. She runs a podcast booking agency, and she was on my show. Her episode will be coming out later in February. But it was a real good conversation, and I didn't feel right cutting it short. So I'm a little bit late to the live stream, but that's okay. We have a lot to talk about today. I'm really excited. But first I need to get the shameless promotion out of the way. If you want this shirt or a shirt like it, you can head over to howibuilt.it/store, howibuilt.it/store to pick up a shirt like this in many different colors, or there's other varieties of t-shirts over there. But anyway, thank you for joining me on this Thursday. I am going to be talking about very WordPressy stuff today. I decided that I would mention I don't want to say top 10 favorite plugins, but 10 of my favorite WordPress plugins. I've been thinking about that a lot. I've been trying to figure out the direction in which to take my YouTube channel. And I actually just recently put out a video about the Cadence theme. After Chris Lemma blogged about it, and I really liked it. Double me right here. Okay, I liked his post, and the fine folks at Cadence reached out to me a few weeks before that, and I decided to give it a whirl. I enjoyed the theme a lot, and I figured I would kind of continue the trend of talking about some of my favorite WordPress tools this week. So, without further ado, first of all, if you do have any questions or comments, you can leave them here in the chat here on Twitch. I am going to bring up a tweet that I asked recently over on Twitter. A tweet that I asked on Twitter. Imagine that. Where I asked people what was a WordPress tool that they recently discovered that they really liked, and that got some good engagement. Actually, the tweet that I asked earlier today is also getting really good engagement about like what's your favorite app. But let's talk about this one first. I'll make this bigger. I'll show it on the screen here. Bring myself up. GarageBand is asking me about things. What are you asking me about? Don't use. Can get rid of GarageBand for right now. Yeah. Cool. That was a little behind the scenes stuff. I record all my tracks in GarageBand to ship to my editor. But anyway, so this was the question that I asked on Twitter. What's a really killer WordPress tool you discovered recently? Ali Nimmons mentioned Accessiby. I hope I'm saying that right. Fully automated AI-powered web accessibility solution. So that's pretty cool. I learned about another similar tool from a podcast guest you'll be hearing from in a couple of weeks. So I'll link to that in the description below. J-Trip and Tom McFarlane never missing an opportunity to take a stab at Matt Medeiros. David Bell mentioned Newsletter Glue. Newsletter Glue looks really cool if you've never heard of it. It's it allows you to manage your newsletter from within WordPress, but like not in the same way that MailPoet does. Let's click through to Newsletter Glue. You can see I've got the spoilers up here in my you can see the plugins I'm going to talk about. Anyway, so it connects to several different email service providers, including MailChimp, and then you can manage your newsletter directly within WordPress, which I think is super cool. As soon as they roll out Convertkit support, I will 100% try it out because I think that's great. I like using the block editor. I don't really like using the Convertkit editor. It's just kind of funky sometimes. I try to do things, I feel like I'm fighting it, and I've never wrote never wrote to them. I don't write to them and provide feedback. So like it's on me. Like they can't possibly know I'm having trouble if I don't tell them about it. But generally I find myself fighting it a bit. Not so much, of course, that I sought out other tools, but if I have the option to use Gutenberg over ConvertKit's new editor, I'll definitely do that. So let's see. Shaylee mentioned the Site Health plugin. Josh mentioned WP Multi-Network, which looks cool. J-Trip commented on this, so I suspect he probably had a hand in it. Someone being glib, this comment was as helpful as it was clever. Voice assistant, spin up WP. So I got some pretty good engagement on that. Like I said, I'm getting like really, really good engagement on where are you? This tweet. What's one app you can't live without? Lots of people talking about good things here, but this is not about apps. This is about WordPress plugins. So let me tell you a few of my favorite WordPress plugins. I chose this one, Compact Archive, because this might be the plugin that I've used the longest on any of my WordPress sites. I've been using this for, I don't know, I want to say 10 years. More than 10 years. Oh my God. I've been using this for like 13 years, maybe. I realized that my archives were kind of getting out of control and I wanted a cool way to display it. And Compact Archives by WP Beginner does exactly that. So if we go, I actually haven't tested if this page works. Archives. So the thing about this, oh yeah, fantastic. The thing about this is it doesn't like hijack an archive template. It is a short code or potentially a block now, but I really love the way it works, right? It easily, because I've been blogging for almost 20 years. And people can go back and actually see I've actually been probably blogging for 20 years, but anything from my like teen angst phase, I got rid of. So it's like mostly really poorly written movie reviews because I'm not like a movie reviewer and I try not to sound like a snob, but I love this plugin. I've been using it forever and ever and ever and ever. So kudos to the WP Beginner folks. So that is Compact Archives. And you know what? While we're chatting here, I'll just drop links in the chat so everybody can see. Everybody who's watching can see them there. So that's Compact Archives. Then, of course, I have a form builder. I have gone back and forth. I feel like I've used every form builder under the sun. And I keep coming back to Ninja Forms. So I was a Contact Form 7 guy for a long time till I actually needed like to do stuff. I've tried out WP Forms, which, you know, frankly, they're a little heavy-handed in their upgrading and emails. Like, you know, they email like daily, or maybe it's weekly. They email weekly with like, here's everybody who filled out your forms. And then there's like no way to unsubscribe from those emails from the email. They're like, log into the dashboard where you'll see all of our upsells. So I feel like WP Forms is very popular, but I feel like it's a little too heavy-handed for me. No offense to the WP Forms people. I think it's really nice. It looks amazing and their templates are great. I like to keep my WordPress dashboard a certain way. Anyway, I was on Gravity Forms for a long time, actually until like, I keep switching between Gravity Forms and Ninja Forms, which creates just like a ton of work for me. But ultimately, I've landed back on Ninja Forms. Part of it is because I feel closer to the people that work there. Like they're all really good people, and James Law specifically has like supported some of my work, like or like his company. But I know James personally, and so they've supported some of my work here, and it's been great. And And I like the Ninja Forms guy. Plus their plugin or their builder is really pretty. A lot prettier than some of the other ones out there. They have some pre-made templates, and and they connect to a lot of stuff. So I'm really happy with them. But I recommend Ninja Forms. They have a free version. And then they have some pricing to bundle things together. Like forms management, Zapier, and webhooks, and some payments and things like that. And it's a good price. It's probably like comparable to Gravity Forms. I think Gravity Forms, their bundles are maybe priced differently in some cases, but I like Ninja Forms a lot. And then the other thing is, like, if you only really need one thing for one site, you can get the add-ons a la carte. So they definitely have more flexible pricing there. But I'm on the agency bundle, I think. I use it across all of my sites, and I like to use a bunch of different stuff. So that's Ninja Forms. Big fan of it. That's my form builder of choice. My page builder of choice is Beaver Builder. I have been on Beaver Builder since like 2014. I have a course on Beaver Builder, and I'm very comfortable in the interface now. And again, I know the team personally. I like the team. I know Elementor has like maybe more active installs or whatever, but they also give away a lot of stuff for free. So there's that. And I really like Beaver Builder. I like the way that they do things. All of my sites are on it. It's a good plugin. If you are like between a bunch, I guess maybe one of the questions I get a lot is, what do I build everything in Beaver Builder, or are there things that I use Gutenberg for instead of Beaver Builder? And that's really the answer. Is if I'm building a complex landing page, so let me show you here one of the reasons I love Beaver Builder. If we go to, I don't know, one of the landing pages that I've built recently, WordFest, is that one? No, that just redirects to start for right now. What is a landing page that I've built recently? Here we go, Page Builder Summit. This is a Beaver Builder page. And if we scroll down here, they have a subscribe module. And this subscribe module connects to Convertkit super duper easily. And this value is bigly for me. I love it because that means I don't have to load Convertkit's forms, which sometimes are ugly and all the time make you load like JavaScript or additional markup. So with the Beaver Builder module, I can load a native form that then talks to Convertkit, which is just incredible. Really worth the price of admission for me. That's maybe hyperbole, but it solves a lot of problems. I guess I could make it myself. I would love a Gutenberg block that does the same thing, where you pick your email service provider, put in your API key, it pulls in the forms, and then you just associate the form within the Gutenberg block to some form in your email service provider. Gosh, I should make that. Is that a paid thing? If you know, let me drop a comment and tell me about it, because I would pay for that. Or if I develop it, let me know if you would pay for that. So there we go. That's Beaver Builder. Big fan of that. That's an affiliate link I just dropped in the chat. All right. So there's Beaver Builder. Similarly, there is the Genesis Dam Buster plugin. So the themes that I switch between are usually Genesis or StudioPress themes and Astra. And more lately, I've been leaning towards StudioPress. Nothing against Astra, but when I'm setting up my own websites, I don't want to make a lot of design decisions, right? If I'm developing a site for a client, I will, and I have like a very specific aesthetic in mind, Astra is the one I will go to, because then I can design most of the site without doing a whole lot of code, especially like a whole lot of like groundwork, CSS and HTML. But if it's for my own stuff, I mean, like I was just on casabona.org that uses Authority Pro, but I still love to use Beaver Builder, and the Genesis Dam Buster plugin is exactly the thing I need. What it does is kind of takes away all the extra, like, I don't want to say fluff, but it takes away everything in Genesis that's like Genesis specific, so that you can get a full site without, like, you can get rid of the headers and the footers and the sidebar and like everything. It helps give you a blank canvas. And so it's called Genesis Dam Buster. It's used mostly with Beaver Builder. That's what the name is. I haven't tested it with other page builders, but I can't imagine it doesn't work with other page builders, because it's really Genesis specific and not page builder specific. So that's number 3, Genesis Dam Buster. Genesis Dam Buster. Number 4 is the Redirection plugin. So again, there are a lot of redirection plugins out there. I was using Quick Redirects for a while. There was something about that I did not like. And I want to say it was, maybe it was the statistics, or the way it handled like forward slashes or something like that. But I switched to Redirection. One thing that is better with Quick Redirects over Redirection is I found it a lot easier to create a redirect at the code level with Quick Redirects, but I managed to do it with Redirection too. That's important because when I publish a podcast episode, I want to create a redirect for the episode number. So instead of like howibuilt.it/2021-yearly-theme, it would be howibuilt.it/200 for the episode number. So Redirection is good at that. It also provides stats. That is, like how many click-throughs and things like that. That's important to me because I'm also using it for sponsor links, and I want to see how many people are clicking through from the website to the sponsor. So Redirection is really good for that. I'm trying out something else called 301 Redirects. That's over at josie.live. Let's see if I... oh, perfect. So I've got that in here somewhere. Tools, settings, maybe. Yeah, 301 Redirects. This is a premium plugin that was free in an AppSumo deal, so I figured, like, why not? And it looks really nice. So I'm testing it out on josie.live. This is a link that I'm using for my talks. Specifically, right now, I'm using it for WordFest to redirect to a survey that I want to give during the call, or during the talk. But yeah, I'm trying it out. It looks really nice. So, all right. Up next, WP Migrate DB Pro. This is an absolute must-have for me. I'm like on the big plan now that includes all the additional add-ons, because it just makes working locally and then pushing it to a live server way easier than pretty much anything else I've ever used. So WP Migrate DB Pro, if you work on multiple sites, if you work on like testing stuff, first of all, don't do things from a live site. Like don't make changes to a live site. WP Migrate DB Pro, bar none, the easiest and best plugin for this. And again, I'm on the big plan, right? So I got the media files add-on, I got the theme and plugins add-on, and there's the WP CLI add-on too. So if I want to do stuff from WP CLI, I can do that. Again, WP Migrate DB Pro, absolutely amazing. Thirsty affiliates is another one. Love thirsty affiliates. I think I probably use this plugin the most because I do manage a lot of different affiliate links, either for casabona.org within my blog posts or the show notes over at howibuilt.it, or YouTube, because they're very specific about like what domains you can link to in cards and on end screens. Thirsty Affiliates allows me to promote whatever I want in those because it creates a redirect at casabona.org. But what I love about Thirsty Affiliates is auto linking for sure. This has been especially helpful on transcripts for my podcast. So I provide the keywords and Thirsty Affiliates will auto link to whatever I wanted us to link. So, I mean, I'm not always even using it for affiliate links. I'm just using it for stuff I know I link to regularly. I think that's just, it's a really great plugin. CSV import export is great too. This is insane and like there's no reason for it to happen, but if there's like a way that I could sync the links between two different websites, that would be great because I always forget which ones I've linked from where. They also have a really nice Amazon products API integration. So like you can do a search right in your website and then import the product information. It'll add your Amazon affiliate tag and create the redirect for you. But Thirsty Affiliates, overall, there's a free version and then there are the pro features. And again, this is another one where I have the pro features. I think it's really good. I know it's helped me a lot with my affiliate linking. So Thirsty Affiliates, boom. All right, up next is Convertkit. Convertkit and Convertkit for WooCommerce. I include them here because it's easy to add a form to the end of your posts and pages. And I think that's really important for me if I forget to add an opt-in. Or when you saw I went to casabona.org, there was the pop-up modal there. That's being powered by the Convertkit plugin. So I don't have to pay for another service just to get the pop-up modal. That's included with Convertkit. With Convertkit for WooCommerce, when somebody makes a purchase on your site, they'll automatically add that to the products section. There's a product section in Convertkit. So then I can segment my list by product purchase, which is great because then I know like who's purchased a membership, or if somebody purchased, like the How to Create Online Courses course, if I ever roll out like a LearnDash course, they might be interested in that. And so I can segment that way as well. So if you use Convertkit, that's the caveat for this one. If you use Convertkit, it's great. It's good integration. Next up is SearchWP. The WordPress default search kind of sucks. SearchWP fixes that. There's not a whole lot else to say about that. It's really good. It's extensible. I have some custom code in SearchWP to associate transcripts with episodes because they're two different post types in my system. But it's a really good plugin. It'll search custom fields like ACF. You can weight different fields for search. It integrates with better e-commerce search. You can search inside document, which is crazy. You can search custom fields, taxonomies, and shortcodes. So if you have a vast site, again, casabona.org has been around since 2003 at least. I want to say 2002. There's a lot of content on there, and I want it to be good and searchable. The same thing with howibuilt.it. I have over 200 episodes. I want discovery to be easy. SearchWP makes discovery easy. And speaking of advanced custom fields, this is another great plugin. It got dumped on a lot early on because it did things like, I guess, in not a WordPressy way, but it has since changed a lot. One of the things I love about ACF is that you can create Gutenberg blocks without knowing React, something that I still haven't taken the time to learn, mostly because I've never had a need for it so far. And so Advanced Custom Fields is a really good plugin. It's used by a lot of people. I have a course on it on LinkedIn Learning. They asked if I wanted to teach that course or create that course, and I definitely did because I love ACF. It's powering how I built it, and I use it on client sites, and it's really well made, and like just worth the price of admission. I think it's just really fantastic. So, they have a lot of different types of flexible content, and you can do a lot without code in ACF. So strongly recommend ACF as well. Is that all 10? Was that all 10? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I must have counted WooCommerce, Convertkit, and Convertkit for WooCommerce as one, or as two different ones. But in any case, those are some of my favorite WordPress plugins. If you have any of your favorite plugins you want to mention, drop them in the chat and I'll surface them. But that's all I really had prepared for today, as far as kind of what I wanted to talk about on the live stream. I guess what I could do here is show you the back end of some of these with, I have a few minutes before I need to go. So maybe I'll just pick a couple to highlight. And one is definitely going to be Thirsty Affiliates. So here's Thirsty Affiliates from the back end. All of the links that I have set up. If we create a new affiliate link, we add a title and then the destination. It'll then create the redirect. We can auto link keywords, and there's a whole lot of other stuff that I'm not even taking advantage of. So like click data parameters, the auto linking terms, no follow, if you should pass the query string along. Passing the query string along is so important. I'll just mention this really quick. If you are passing data from the redirect, so let's say like you have like casabona.org/go/Beaver Builder, and then like the UTM source is live stream. If you want to pass that to the affiliate link, the actual affiliate link, you need to set pass query string to destination URL. And then, there's a whole bunch of other settings here. There's the Amazon importer. So again, you can search for something, and then it'll bring it up. So let's say HTML. Let's do the whole book title. This is actually a terrible search. Oh, my access key is not working, I guess. But so I need to fix that. But if you set it up properly, you can import stuff directly from Amazon. And then there's a whole bunch of settings here. You can choose like what you want the URL prefix to be and things like that. So again, big fan of Thirsty Affiliates. It's one of my favorites. And then the same thing I'll start a new page here and I'll just show you how Dambuster works. So if we go to the new page here, you get to have Beaver Builder installed. If I go down to Dambuster, I can enable tweaks, and then I can do full width. I can remove the header and above the content stuff if I want. But then once this is set, let me show you on a different page here. Let's do a page that, oh, great, cool. So I'm not actively showing this one off. If we open this, so you can see what this page looks like without Dambuster turned on. If I go to edit page, and then I scroll down to enable tweaks, full page width. I can remove the header and footer. Let me just do all of that. I'll just check off all of these so you could see like the full extent of the plugin. And then I click update. And if I view the page now, yeah, it looks super broken, right? Because now it's prepared to be used with Beaver Builder. And so if I go turn on Beaver Builder, now this is all added into a column. This is all one giant block of text. But you know, I can set the width and on the row. What's going on here? Oh, I see. So if I save this and publish it, now that looks a lot better, right? So that's Dam Buster. Really, really good plugin there. And the rest I mentioned, I probably don't need to. Well, let me show you. I'll just show you. This will be the last thing I show you. And then if you have any questions, make sure to get them in now. Where's the archives page? Here we go. The archives page. So if I show you this, yeah, okay. So this is a block. This is a block. Yeah. WP Beginner Compact Archives block. You have, some basic, things here. And then if I want to, I can change the default template to blocks. So then, yeah, so it's a little bit more neat and tidy. I guess I need to add a title and stuff like that, but I can dress this page up if I want, and I have really compact archives. So that is it for this live stream. My top 10-ish favorite WordPress plugins that I use a lot. Thanks so much for watching. I think next time I'll be better prepared. I teased that I might talk about setting up my Raspberry Pi. My wife got me a Raspberry Pi for Christmas, and I want to set it up to use Homebridge. And so the thing that I'm going to do is load Homebridge onto here, and then I'll be able to add stuff to control my smart home, like my Stream Deck and my key lights, to HomeKit, and then I can add that to some automations. So I am really excited about that. And I'll probably, to the best of my abilities, because I think you need an external monitor to make this thing work properly, and like a keyboard and mouse. So to the best of my abilities, I will try to live stream kind of configuring this. I'll put some thought into that. Otherwise, thanks so much for watching this. Please, if you're watching this on Twitch, be sure to subscribe to me however you can, or heart this video or whatever you do. If you're watching the replay later on YouTube, be sure to click the thumbs up button down below. Subscribe to this channel for more great content. And until next time, get out there and build something.